everybody. Today is Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. So it is K-Pro and Cal. How's everybody doing tonight? Christy, how's it going? Yeah, I know. Today is Monday. That is right. What? Oh, that was me. No, that was me. I had the volume on. That was me. Oh. So everybody in chat, how you doing? What's wrong? It's all screwed up. So how's the volume sound? We had volume issues last time. Did me and her sound okay this time? Let me move this down a little bit. Oh, okay. Now I understand what I was doing. All right, hang on. Well, that's good. But why don't I hear it though? All right, hang on. Ba-ba-ba. I'm gonna put it on 50, which is half.
Okay, hold on. Can everybody hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, now they should be able to hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? And my mic, AJ, I'm hearing this. Mic. Okay,
Oh, JM Calhoun, let me know. I might be over there myself. We'll see.
Hold on. We need to. Okay, local. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
then. Okay,
Maybe it just sounds loud to me.
Okay.
All right, how's that?
So is that better, everybody? Because I just gave the Forrest Fenn hint of the day. Did everybody get that? Just kidding. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Am I too loud? Am I okay? What do y'all think? I don't know. Trying. Are we good?
Right, test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Great. Okay, Holly says great. That's all that matters. Okay.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody, how are you? Let's try that again.
Hi, everybody.
It's Monday night, 6 p.m. So you know what that means. So we were going to do another Forrest Fenn said what, but we're going to get to that toward the end of the video tonight. Right.
Yeah, we have a couple things to talk about and tried a couple of other tests, and we were going to have some other people on, and that's not going to work out tonight. So Mike and I are winging it. Like Toby says, Mike's here and I'm the wingman. How's that sound?
You see, now they're saying you're too loud, so I don't know. I don't get it. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing.
Where
it sounds good. Leave it where it was. Move it back. No, because before, when I played it back, oh my gosh, I realized how loud was. So now, so I pulled it back a little bit. You guys tell me if I need to talk louder, because I'm a loud person. I have no issue talking louder, but I don't want to blow some people out of the water, especially I know some people work with other people or have roommates, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I can't even put the. Right. So hopefully that's okay, but move the mic back away. Okay, so William really likes the test that we're doing, so I'll just say, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Right. Tell me if I need to move it again. I will be more than happy to. Just throw that out in chat. But hopefully that works. That was back where it was before. So if I need to move it back, let me know, because Mike's now not the loud one out of the two of us. Okay, more mic. More mic or more mic? Yeah, microphone. What do we say? Yeah. So. All right, Josh, we will have you on the program. Josh wanted to come on and talk about boots on the ground clothing and the second treasure hunt, but we're not going to do it tonight because we had a technical issue. But maybe. Well, we aren't going to have him on, but should we talk about boots on the ground clothing? Because I'm super pumped about this one. I'm super pumped about this. Yeah, well, the second treasure hunt. So Chattanooga, right? Tennessee is what he came out and pretty much gave to everybody. So I guess he wants it found. I don't know where in chat. I don't think anybody can find it yet, but yeah, we'll have him on sometime this week, and he can tell us, maybe give us an idea when the rest of the clues are going to come out. So for you people that are within driving distance of Chattanooga. There was a first clue that I think a lot of us deciphered. There was a second clue that made no sense. So he put out I think, a pretty obvious hint. I did some mapping on Google Earth and said Chattanooga, and he went, he did a little clapping wave thing, and it was like, yes. But we couldn't figure out how. So then he came out and kind of helped. A few of us started asking questions on Facebook. We started answering. So we now know it's Chattanooga. I think that's as far. We basically know it's in 10 miles of Chattanooga. I will tell you all, some people have asked me, am I going to travel that far? I probably will not unless I find an exact spot. That's about 8 hours for me.
drive, and just not worth it for me to drive. But I'm going to continue to follow the hunt. If you are, I do have a search friend out in that area that I might, I will continue to continue it on and then see what's. So if you have not been to the site, Boots on the Ground Clothing, it's very interesting how I believe that Josh has actually developed both of the hunts so far. And for him to go from such a kind of imaginative mind to more of a coded mind, that's pretty cool. So I'm enjoying them. And if you don't know, $1,500. It's not anything to sneeze at. So get out there and look at those. And if you're next to Chattanooga, it's next to where you're at. So yeah, definitely.
And check out botgclothing.com and buy something. Buy a hat or buy a shirt. It's just supporting people that do treasure hunts. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of treasure hunts, what's our next hunt going to be? Since you kind of told some people on Facebook, I think. Now, we don't have it yet. We're not going to release the clues yet, but there's a general area, I think.
Yeah, so Mike and I disagree. I think sometimes, maybe, and I won't say often, but so here's my opinion, and I would love the chat room to weigh in. I do not like these hunts that say anywhere in the United States, and then you spend a ton of time and you find out it's like 9 states away from you and you'd never go there. So I am of the notion to say, hey, at least it's in this general region of the United States, or within 1 day of Raleigh, like for the first one. So I'm going to ignore the chat room for a second. So I've been getting some feedback from our Fenn universe, or our Chase universe, is saying that they wanted to see one of the silver numbered coins. Michael Forney, hello.
Hey, thanks, Mike. We haven't had a super chat in a long time. Thank you.
Yeah. And so they said, one in the Rockies. And so what I said was, I'm building the hunt up, and one of the upcoming ones in the next few weeks is going to be in one of the 4 states of the Rockies. And Mike's like, you're giving it all away. He's like Forrest Fenn. If I ruled out a state, it would give it away. No, I don't agree. So I will tell you that there is going to be a hunt in the next couple of weeks of a silver coin numbered somewhere in the Rockies. And I will probably do, unless you guys tell me that that's giving away too much, I believe that I should say it's within a one day's driving distance of X city, and some major city. And that at least lets you know, don't waste your time if not. Because we're not talking about $1 million treasure chest for $500-$600 coin. I think that is only fair to you, and I'm doing this for you, searchers. Mike may not be. He just wants to he wants to send you to different places. I don't want to do that. I'm here for you.
So you're giving the general area of where the next coin will be, right?
Yeah, that's what
that general area is the Rocky Mountains, or what are we saying?
I'm going to say the Rocky Mountains for now, because I'm still trying to get it in its spot, and I want to make sure that Boots on the Ground Clothing saying he's going to get it. I will tell you that I know a lot of people in this general area, within a day's drive of this city. So I think that there will be lots.
Oh, okay. So popular city then.
Yeah. So, okay. Michael Forney wants Davio back on. So do I, because I think he has some updates, So, hey, how about Monday? Okay, Davio, I'm going to be in contact with you because Michael Forney said so, and he super chatted, and we listened to answer those calls to action.
Yeah, your audio will go up real loud, then it'll go low. So I think you need a new headset, is what I think. I think you need to go buy a new headset. It's just my personal opinion, but for some reason it's fluctuating, and I don't know why.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry,
but we'll get through it for today.
We'll get through it, and maybe that's because I've been going with this thing. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
I will make sure that gets corrected.
So they're saying mine's too low. All right, hang on. Let me turn them back up. See, I don't even know if I'm turning it up.
I can't hear anything. Wiggle your wire, K5. Okay. Sorry, I'm not going to get the giggles. I'm not. Okay. Okay. So, move your mic down. Okay. Sorry.
It's good. It's
Sorry.
louder now.
Both
Anyway,
of you
for
are
me.
low. Okay. So yeah, I'll go get a new headset. I don't mind. Actually, I have my kid's other headset. Maybe I'll switch out.
Yeah, we could see if it would help or not.
Yeah. So I apologize. So I will tell you, so silver coin, I think there's actually 2 spots in the next just couple of weeks, but one's definitely going to be in the Rockies. One will be close. It will be definitely in the
Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountains. So for those of you asking, I am trying to tell you, yes, I'm responding to you. And when I put it out, I will do I believe I'll do like I did last time, unless Mike bullies me not to.
What's that?
I say it's within a day's drive of.
If you do it, we'll do it what you want. Because when I hide mine, I'm going to do it the way I want to. So yeah, they may be harder. We'll see.
Exactly. You micromanage me, I micromanage you. I don't micromanage you, and then you don't micromanage me. It works out perfect. And then you guys can weigh in the chat room. Do you want to hear if it's within a day's drive of a certain city or not? Maybe that gives up too much. Maybe it doesn't. We're going to want to hear from you. That's all.
So one thing I'd like to do later down the road, later this summer, is maybe release 4 hunts on the same day. 4 different coins, 4 different locations, and we put up all 4 at the same time. Or do you think we should just stick with 1 at a time until they're found?
I don't know. I think we need the big thing for us is I think the search community, this is you said maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, this is going to be the year of all these little hunts. And there is a ton of little hunts going on. And I'll say little where it's not $1 million, but the boots on the ground, the Jenny ones, ours, all these other ones, I don't want it to get lost in the mix of things. So, but I think by spring, I think it'd also be cool because there's people in New Mexico, there's people in Yellowstone area. So, yes, see, Holly. Gotta love Holly. She's saying yes, tell us when the location of a day's drive. Just so you know whether you want to spend time in it or not. But anyway, yes, people are saying Kentucky and other cities. So I'm sure, why not? Let's try some different things and get some discussion going. I think people are very specific to there's a few people, I would say probably 20 or 30 searchers that search no matter where the location is. And then there's some that are only going to search if they're in their general location. So Mike, you should talk about the subscription geo ventures. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's something that BOTG Clothing is thinking of doing or going to do, but we'll talk about it when you come on, Josh. So we'll do that later this week when you come on. So I don't want to give out anything that's not correct. So yeah.
Well, and there's also certain people that are asking when they may have number 42 of the copper coins. They want 42 of the silver. When is that one coming out? In general, we're going 50 and we're working our way down to number 4. So right now we're in the 30s and 40s. Yeah, so keep in mind, Colorado is still covered in snow. We get the worst of the snow in March and April. That's a great point, Lord of the Fenn. I will tell you, nothing is going to be in a dangerous location. So it's definitely going to be, we will be putting out the disclaimers of where you should drive, where you shouldn't drive, how far from certain areas and all of that. We will make sure to do that. AJ says the next FF Gold Medallion hunt will be on Dow's site on Wednesday.
So somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Yeah.
So haven't they kind of went up and then down and then back up? So I wonder if it's going to be down south again. I don't know if I got that right or not.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think there's enough.
Not in my area, so I can't go get it. But yeah.
And hey, I'm in Raleigh. Anything close, let me know, because some people thought that a few of the hunts have been close and they've asked me to go out. You do need to tell me just more than here's the location, but I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to go boots on the ground. That's all I like to do. I'm over the research into death stuff. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Okay.
All right.
Predictions come true with the hunt. Sozo, I don't know what that means, but it probably means something profound. Oh, prophecy fulfilled. I still don't know what that. Are you going to sell any of the silver coins? Ken, Co-wall, no. The silver numbered coins, the deal is this is something to get us through the off season. This is something to get searchers excited about. I can tell you one of them that won one of the silver coins was, or found, they're like, I'm pumped again. I'm getting rejuvenated. I found it. There's like that thrill. So no, we are not going to sell that. Now I will tell you, if someone finds it, Bill is a great example. Bill found the one here in North Carolina. He turned it and burned it. Well, he put it on eBay, sold it, I think, for $600, and he's like, I'm going boots on the ground with Fenn again.
$660, yeah.
$660. So that was number what, 47.
47, I believe.
Once we get down to maybe
sequence numbers,
6, 7, 8, 9, I'm sure they're going to go for more and more. So,
right.
But we are not looking to sell any of them. And if Mike puts out a hunt, this was the other question. We have so many doubters out there. I had the question of Mike's Grand Adventures. Am I participating in them? No. And Mike is not going to go and search for the ones that I put out, even though we're really not collaborating that much, a little bit maybe, but I know some of his themes and but some people were asking, what the heck was that with the Post-it notes? I don't know. That's like, you're asking me to get in Mike's brain. I can't do that. I like Mike and like to talk to him, but he hasn't told me the secrets of his hunts. So.
Shirt idea, turn it, burn it.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, me and Christy are ineligible for all the silver 2019 FF coin hunts, just so everybody's clear. No matter who hides it. If we have somebody else hide it, and we're still ineligible. We're not going to be out there looking for it, because we have them, and we're the ones that are giving them for these treasure hunts. So, and then the Grand Adventure as well. So.
Yeah. So it's just fun. That's how it was presented to Forrest. That's why he approved it. This was last year. This has been in work for a while. It's finally coming out. I'm excited that if enough people are asking me, get it in their city or next to them, that means there's a lot of people watching it, and they're going for a lot of money. That can be a boots on the ground trip for you. So anyway,
right. If you don't have any interest in the coin, I mean, go find it and sell it and get some money for your next boots on the ground trip.
Yeah. So, okay. So we've gone over boots on the ground clothing. We've gone over the coins and the Rockies. Mike, do you want to talk about the Grand Adventure? Do you want to talk about eBay? What do you want to talk about?
So, yeah, Grand Adventure. So today was the first day where I responded to emails. I think I got a grand total of 5. So some people emailed me after 12 o'clock. And remember, I respond every day to emails that I get by noon. So the ones that you guys sent after 12 o'clock today, I will respond to at noon tomorrow. But the contest is wide open. 1, it's totally free. 2, it's wide open, meaning nobody's even close, I don't think, to solving it. So don't think, well, I haven't even looked at any of the puzzles and it's too late for me. No, you still have time. So I do have to clarify something. What I've said is send me the completed puzzle and I will tell you how many you have right. Well, some people are like, well, I don't know all the answers, so I don't think they emailed me. What I meant was send me your answers. Just if you think you have 3 words figured out, just send me 3 words. And what I'll do is say you have 2 right or you have 0 right. They don't have to be in the crossword. You can send them in the crossword or you can just send a list. Somebody said, do I have to say which puzzle goes with what word? No, just send me a list of words that you think are the answers. The only thing I'm going to do is tell you how many you have right. I'm not going to say which ones. I'm just going to say how many you have right. If you send the crossword puzzle with the words filled in, it has to be in the right location, the right spot on the crossword for me to say it's right. Okay, makes sense? So maybe you guys using that info could maybe do something to your advantage. I don't know. That's up to you guys. You're going to have to figure that out.
Okay, can I ask a little Q&A?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's a couple things. One, there was a whole bunch of individual videos. Now Mike put up one video. And that one video, Mike has said, and Mike, I would like you to put the link to it. If there's 100 likes to that video, he will give out an additional hint.
So everybody wants a hint for puzzle number 1. So I said, okay.
Actually, a few people said I'm not going to hit like because I've already figured out one, and
they think they figured out number 1.
Yes, but here's the other thing. One really, 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 really smart lady that happens to be a tuber and probably the smartest, I think the most popular, and maybe the tuber of the year last year, had indicated that she got a response that she got 13 out of 20. So when you say no one's close, even though 13 out of 20 officially is still failing, is someone at 13? Is
so
13?
Yeah, right. You're saying how many?
I'm putting you
Who
on the
got
spot.
the most right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let a week go by. So next Monday, when we go live next Monday, I will say the number. Give everybody a whole week. I will say who has the most. I won't say who the person is. They'll know who they are. But I will say how many words out of the 20 somebody has correct. But I'll let it go for a week. But
okay, that's fair.
But the number you gave me, that email may have come in after because nobody that I responded to had that many right. I'll at least say that much. So I don't know. Unless somebody's just yanking your chain over there. Who knows?
They could be. Oh my gosh. I don't think she's known to be. Yeah, that would be fun in itself.
So the video,
kind of like I heard from Forrest Fenn that I was the closest, or I'm the lead searcher.
Yeah, right. She probably thinks she has that many right, but does she or not? I don't know. She hasn't sent them to me. Not all of those. So. And if they want clarification, just email me. But again, I'm only going to respond at noon every day to the previous emails that come in. So I just posted the YouTube link in the chat. And as soon as that video gets 100 likes, which is a thumbs up, I will put out a hint for puzzle number 1. That video has all the puzzles, and none of them are changed. It's the exact same puzzles that are on the website. Just so everybody's clear, I didn't change it or make any changes. There's no hints in that video. But there will be a video with a hint for puzzle 1 as soon as that get 100 likes. And if it doesn't get 100 likes, then I'm not going to put out a hint video at all. So that's just how it's going to go. I don't think 100 likes. It's like 27 right now. So if anybody wants to help the people out that are working on it, just go like the video, even if you're not working on them. It'll at least get. Yeah,
and he just put the link up there. And Mike, I proposed something on Facebook, and a few people messaged me after and said, "I think that's a great idea. If anyone thumbs down, I think you should count that as 2."
Let me look and see if anybody.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm sure there's some thumbs down.
No, I think there's like 5 thumbs down, so that counts as 10 votes. I think. What do you think about that? I think that's a clever way of saying, all right, haters gonna hate. And it's a fun way of saying, the haters help the cause.
Okay, we'll do that. So any thumbs down counts as 2. So right now we're at 37 likes and dislikes. So there we go. So everybody can thank K-Pro, and she's not even involved in the darn thing. So we can do that, because I want to give the hint. I mean, I don't want it to be too hard. That first video I put up was kind of too hard. People will hopefully. Yeah,
and I like the idea of the haters actually helping the cause, because I think they usually are just worthless. They're still worthless, but they help with this. I think that's a great way of. Okay. Let's see. Forrest is hinting towards Yellowstone boots on the ground clothing. What about 100 coffee mugs?
Oh, boots on the ground clothing said that.
Yes. So, I don't know if that's true or not.
So actually, let me grab. I want to show the people something. So go ahead and talk to them. I guess
I'm going to show the people something. Okay. So let's. So that's Grand Adventure. So that one's fun. There's 20 different. I mean, whoever gets the Grand Adventure, they're going to definitely earn it. So that's fabulous. I will tell you that, well, Mike's coming back, so I can't talk about him. He should go away for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Nice try. Nice
I got caught.
What's that? What happened? What are we talking
about? I don't know. I forget.
So I wanted to show you guys something that I got in the mail, which I have not put in a video yet, but look at this bad boy. It's in the video that I showed, but look at that. Now that's a coffee cup, everybody. Look at that. I got this in the mail from Son of Lars, is all it said. So people are kind of sending me coffee cups in the mail. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has. Copper Dan sent me this, which is Starbucks Las Vegas mug. He sent it because of the 3 7s. The coin that I have is 777. Jody sent me this one. When you put hot liquid in it, the light comes down and it shows a cow on the bottom. So that's another pretty cool coffee mug. And then I wanted to get the word out that the Cowlazars coffee mugs are finally available. So this mug you can order off the website. It's in black. It's also in white. For some reason, black costs more to make, so that's why they cost more. I like the logo centered, but you can have the same logo on either side. You'll see the options, but that's on Cowlazars.com, which is on the t-shirt. Nice. Just hit the shop button. So the coffee cups are there if anybody wants to order any. But yeah, thank you for everybody that sent a coffee cup. I'd like to get a little collection going. So if anybody wants to send me or K-Pro a coffee cup, the address is down in the description below.
And I got to tell you, I only ordered 2 because my kids both wanted one, but I'm like, we don't do coffee in our house.
Yeah, right. You don't have to put coffee.
We have like hot chocolate and stuff. We're going to see if we have like a rivalry to it, because my kids, I have one Cowlazars hat, and it's been sacrificed lately. It is no longer there. So now I don't know if you just saw. Well, I want to. I'm not going to tell the story. Let's just say it's been a casualty of my of my situation here. My poor Cowlazars had longer.
So, gotta make another one, I guess.
But did you see what Holly said? She just changed her like to a dislike. I don't know.
Oh, because it's going to be double. Oh, thanks. It counts as double. That's great.
I'm sorry.
I'll check the video with you before we go off and see how many has come up. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, she's telling everyone change your vote.
Now I got to make a hint video tonight. If it gets, I think it would need 70. Awesome. It would need like 30, 40 dislikes, maybe something like that. We'll figure it out. I will go and look at it.
Well, the funny part is that's what Toby always says is don't worry about the people that dislike and watch your video and dislike it because you get the same credit with YouTube on monetizing and stuff.
Dislike the videos. I don't care. That's fine.
I just think it's awesome that the people that normally would like, maybe I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch mine to, I think Holly's clever. Clever.
Let me put it this way. I'm going to keep making videos. I don't care if you guys dislike them or not. But Brad just said Cowlazars. I need the new T-shirt, Cowlazars now. So yeah, I'll probably have that made actually one of these weekends when I go to the mall.
That person at the mall, you must single-handedly keep that person at the mall.
Right. I'm going to have to keep those receipts, I think. So thanks to everybody who has ordered a Cowlazars mug off the website. So I just put the link in there. So it's just a way to say thanks for making the videos and doing the Grand Adventure, which is absolutely free. So yeah, the Grand Adventure, we'll see how many days it takes for there to be a winner. But remember, there's going to be 5 winners. It's 3 of the numbered 2019 coins, 48, 49, 50. 1 of the copper coins, which is number 443, I believe. And then 1 of the official benchmark Too Far to Walk maps. So 5 winners, 5 different prizes. So good luck, everybody, with it. Email me your answers, cowlazars2@gmail.com, and I will respond around noon every single day. So...
And I don't think we have gone out of our way. I would like to take a short moment because I just saw it come up in chat. Bill Gorman is going through some health issues, and I think he has been very brave and open about them on his channel. So I wanted to say, as a fellow searcher, we are praying for you, Bill, and I hope things go smoothly and there's not a lot of discomfort or issues. I don't know a lot about all that's happening, but I just wanted to say my prayers are with you. And
so I would just say that Bill has some items for sale. He has some T-shirts and some coffee mugs for sale. One way you guys could support Bill is to go buy one of his items that he has. I'm sure the link is in the description of his videos, so it would just be a nice thing to do.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to say, Bill, I've seen a few of your videos, and I know that you've been through quite a bit going through the different, I know, hospitals and appointments and all of the process. So again, our prayers are with you. We hope a speedy recovery, and then you're right back out going for that chest. So let's see. Okay, so we talked about, are there any other items? Because especially I wanted to just highlight one of them. Mike and I shouldn't say Mike. There's no we in this. Mike is putting some stuff up on eBay. But a few of the items have been going for a steal, and some of them haven't been, but some of them have been. I think you should show the one just because I think it ends tonight. I think it would be cool to show if you wanted to.
Yeah, tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific, this auction right here ends, and I'm just going to, instead of sharing it, I'm just going to show it. So it is for World Series of Fenn t-shirt, one of the Which Searcher Are You t-shirts, that's front and back, and the Forrest Fenn poker chip from the World Series of Fenn, and one of the non-numbered nickel-plated, silver-looking 2019 coins. And the auction's only at $40. So somebody's going to get 2 t-shirts and a poker chip and a coin for a pretty good price. So if you just go up here and do a search on Forrest Fenn, you'll see it. Just scroll down, and you'll see the World Series of Fenn t-shirt. And maybe I did that wrong. Maybe people look at this and think, oh, it's a t-shirt. Well, it's actually 2 t-shirts and the coin and the poker chip. So that ends tonight, and I just thought I'd put it out there. So somebody's got a high bid of $40 right now. So congrats to whoever's going to get it eventually.
So I don't know if I'm reading this right. We will give 30% of all sales sold to Bill Gorman for Boots on the Ground clothing. Wow. That's amazing. So definitely go check out Boots on the Ground clothing. and support Bill. Bill,
I think my shirt just arrived. I got a notification at my UPS box today, but I didn't have a chance to go get it. But I think my shirt that I had ordered just came in the mail from Boots on the Ground Clothing. So I'll definitely wear it in the next vlog. But yeah,
well,
that's
and
awesome.
I have some of the items, but I actually am going to go for the beanie. I'm totally into the beanies, just keeping my ears warm. I was looking through; they just have a ton of different items. So, gosh, that's so kind, Boots on the Ground Clothing. So, wanted to say thank you for that.
And
Okay.
Ken has a question. Are the map prizes a 2013 map? So the prize that's in the Grand Adventure is a brand new benchmark Too Far to Walk map. So no, it is not one of the older maps. It's a new map. I actually have a deal with Benchmark Maps where I can sell them, and I can show you a picture of it. They're on eBay. So let me show you a picture of it, just so you know what it looks like.
Well, and there's some of the okay. So there's two things I would like to say too.
Yeah.
When we did trivia, I will say I just want to, again, before we get to the Fenn stuff, I want to say thank you to everybody. They really did keep it light. And because I will tell you, round one was a total hot mess. Round two wasn't as much of a hot mess, but it was like we went from an F to a D because I didn't realize, like, on round one, there's some stuff that didn't even show up in chat. There were delays. It was just ridiculous.
Right.
So round two was just as bad because I went into my version of TTOTC, which was, I think, the 8th printing, and we didn't realize the printings are different. So and that'll come up later. Mike, don't say anything yet.
Okay.
That'll come up later. But I am right now on the prowl for all there's now 11 printings I have found, because somebody said I have the 11th printing. I'm like, no, the bookstore has told me there's only 9, and they sent me that where it said 11th printing. Right. So there's 11th print, and I think I just got somebody, I don't know. So I will tell you what I'm trying to do right now is collect all 11 versions. If I collect all 11 versions, I will do an analysis of every single difference between each of the versions, and we will do a vlog on it and give it to the whole community. Because some people were shocked at the differences. There's wording differences. There is color of wording differences. There is some, I don't know if we call them illustrations or pictures or whatever differences.
And shout out to Nemo, because he sent me a picture of the cover that's inside the dust jacket. The actual cover of the book is different between editions. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yes. So but I got to get my hands on them. So I've had Mike scouring eBay. He's helping me with eBay and trying to understand that.
A lot of the eBay auctions don't list what edition the book is. So you have to email that. You have to message the seller and ask. But if anybody has a edition of their book that you want to sell, email K-Pro. She might want to buy it. Maybe.
Versions. William, focus, my friend, focus. Versions. And I can even swap you. We have a bunch of
brand new ones. Yeah.
I think we're 10 or 11.
The ones that I have are in plastic, and I don't want to open them, so I don't know what edition they are, but they are brand new from the bookstores of like 2 months ago. So whatever the latest version is what we have for sale. We actually have the Thrill the Chase for sale. Here's the map, just to answer your question, Ken. This is the official Benchmark Too Far to Walk map. This is their auction. They're selling this for a buy it now of $179. Not framed. It's just the map. Oh, and actually you get these 4 atlases. But this map right here is one of the prizes you can win for free in the Grand Adventure. I actually have the maps for sale for $105. For $105, you get the map and you get the 2019 FF coin, no sequence number. But yeah, this will be one of the prizes. So it's going to look awesome framed. I'm going to keep one and I'm going to frame it. I was thinking of maybe asking Copper Dan if he could frame it for me like he did the other one.
Oh, hey, wait, where's the Copper Dan thing? You better still be there. Where's the Copper Dan one?
I put it over here. Yeah, I took it off the table because all that is receipts and stuff. I got to go back there. It's tax time. So I've got that over here. It'll be back. It'll be back up soon.
Yeah, and Boots on the Ground Clothing is looking for for his retail store. I am looking for a first edition, and I will outbid Boots on the Ground Clothing.
Wow, Thrill the Chase first edition. Who has those? I mean,
I know a couple people that have it.
Yeah.
Nobody
will actually. Edition. That's as early as I go. I got a 4th edition.
Yeah, and I know someone that has 5 of the editions. So I'm going to try to collect them all for the community, but I will pay for them. So, or swap or whatever. So if I can get at least 5 of them, I will start the comparison and go over comparisons and things. So if you know of someone or want to message me or email Mike, I will tell you if it's eBay or any of that, that's Mike's. I don't think I've debunked the myth that I am highly technical, but I don't know eBay. So that will be Mike. So Davio wants to give me his 3rd edition. That's awesome. Thank you, Davio.
Cool. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He just said 3rd.
Nice. So Davio, what was the edition that you won for me in the drawing? I have no idea. I'm just wondering what edition it was.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll hear from Davio on that. So just know of that piece. That was a development, and I would have never known it. I've heard that there were little differences. I didn't know as many as we were talking about, because somebody did ask, shouldn't that be an edition change? Yes, that should be an edition change. $1,000 for the 1st edition, boots on the ground clothing. Don't go here, my friend. You might just
Are there any 1st edition Thrill the Chases like on Amazon or something? I'm gonna have to look around when we get off. I don't know if there's any 1st editions available right now. Maybe there are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's not listed on the website, but if you email me, I'd like to buy. Oh, that's you. I'm sorry. I'm a hacker. Okay, I totally am. I don't even. Yes, Brian Eagle, watch out for me. I might be able to figure out my email soon.
Nice.
So, and Eric's in the house. Baby Hustle's here. Well, if you can tell her. Okay, I'm ignoring those tonight. Okay, so we talked about the Grand Adventure. We talked about eBay. There are some bundles that are going up. So those of you that are new, I've had a lot of people ask me, what would you recommend? And here's the thing that I answer. I would definitely recommend TTOTC. That's the thrill of the chase for those of you that are new, because Forrest has said there are subtle hints trickled throughout the book. If you are going to really get into this, in my opinion, you need all 3 books. That is what Mike is going to be selling at a probably consistent basis, just a bundle of them. We have all 3 books. We have each of the individuals, but we have a bundle that'll go up on eBay as well. But they're available at any time, and he gets it shipped out in a day or 2. I think once the season starts, things start to get there's okay. Let me be clear though, Ken. There is only one edition of TTOTC. There are 11 printings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Actually, you are correct. Yep.
In the book world, if you make any changes, you should have a new edition. This is new information from what I can tell, that there is so many changes between each one. So I think that is where we say, okay, what are the changes? Because even though we don't see the edition changes, we see that there are differences, and are those differences key or not? So are we good?
Yeah, we're good. So
okay.
Yeah, you're right though. We say editions, but really it's printing. Yeah, it's up to like 10th printing or 11th printing or whatever. Well,
if you are so if you come from the book publishing world, when there's a printing, it is literally the only thing that should be different is there is a new print. So if you see a little bit of a color change, that's how it's explained. If there's any content change, that's supposed to be an addition. So that there are content changes just makes that Forrest, he doesn't go by any rules. That's what happens. So anyway.
Yeah, so speaking about the additions, I think we can talk about Forrest Fenn said what, right?
Forrest Fenn said what?
So once we realized from searchers.
Once Mike. This is all Mike.
Well, no. Well, when we did Forrest Fenn trivia, remember one of the questions was what red letters are in the book? And you had the answer, which were red letters, but some of the searchers said, well, wait a minute, there's a red letter A in the Crimson Coat poem in my edition of the book. And we were like, well, wait a minute. So somebody emailed me the pictures side by side and showed me. So I emailed Forrest. I was like, well, that's interesting. Why does one book have a red letter A and the other printings, why do some printings have a red letter A and some printings don't? So I'm going to read it verbatim so I don't make sure I lose anything.
And punctuation matters, Mike.
Yeah, right. He said,
and William, I see your question. I will get it to you in just a second.
All right. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is my email to Forrest, and this was the night we did the trivia. This was Wednesday, 5 days ago. I said, "Hello, Forrest. When K Pro and I did the Forrest Fenn trivia the other night, we realized that in your book, The Thrill of the Chase, there is a red A in the Crimson Coat poem in some editions, but not others. I use the word editions. Do you have any comment? Thanks, Mike." And Forrest replied the next day, and he said, "I can't answer your question, Mike. Sorry, I just don't know. F." So I think it's a publisher issue. I guess you could say he's saying he doesn't know because he doesn't want to say, but you guys are going to have to take that the way you
Okay,
want to.
so that's to William's question.
Yeah.
Is the idea of the changes a clue or not, in your opinion? Okay, so Mike, just wait in. You think that there are some other changes. There is one from what I have seen, and I need to actually see them up close to know. There is differences in color. There's wording differences, and on the map with the poem, there is some differences as well. So, or the page of the poem, I don't remember it exactly. So, I do think that the ink of some of the pages, the ink color could be a little bit different, but I think there could be something more here, enough that I would like to get some of the different print and analyze it. I think there's more than just a potential coincidence, because that Forrest, he's that Forrest.
Well, what I don't understand is why there would, if it's not intentional, why would the publishing between printings have a red letter A when it's the letter by itself in a poem? In some
So that the
printings and not
explanation
others?
is it was on accident by the publisher?
We don't know. We don't know that. But why would it be on accident? I just don't understand
And
why
it's not
that
an
would
entire page. It is one letter that had been changed.
Right. Yeah. It kind of sounds weird.
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
it?
It's Occam's
Let me
razor.
actually. I'll show you the
Occam's
picture
simple.
that the searcher
That
didn't
is-
give me the okay, so I'm not going to say who it was. But she sent me her red A, so I'll show you guys a picture.
She or he, not, and the she is not me.
She
The
or
she
he.
is not me.
Trust me, with all the usernames, I don't know if it's a she or a he. Trust me.
Ooh, Brian says Cowlazars, maybe the word that is key is A. Maybe that's why it's the word that is key. The color didn't separate correctly in the black A's, and it's a publishing plate or palette problem. Maybe.
So that's a publisher. Okay, I mean, if that's what happens in books, I don't know. I don't know enough about.
Maybe. Oh, Sledneck says maybe it's the publisher that wants to mess with us. Dun dun dun.
What does a red letter A mean? Isn't that the Scarlet Letter? And they used to put A for something.
Oh God,
I don't know. Wasn't that a movie?
Don't go. Don't go.
All right,
don't
let
go.
me show the picture.
With Demi Moore and
Demi
Ashton
Moore,
Kutcher
yeah.
is a searcher. Oh, we got a good conspiracy theory going on.
All right,
Oh,
here is the picture,
thing.
everybody. And I'm not going to share it. I'm just going to show it so you won't see it for a minute, K-Pro. So right here, that knowledge dons a dress of note. The A is red in this edition book. So look, the whole page is black letters, but right there, boom. Now, I think that there's a bunch of dots, but they underlined it with a pen, so I think that's their pen marks. I think the A is normal otherwise. But a red lowercase a. Knowledge dons a dress of note. So, yeah, there it is. Forrest Fenn said, "Sorry, I can't answer your question. I don't know." So.
Wow. Somebody wants to know what email address you used. Somebody wants to get a hold of Forrest. Good catch, but I think it's an error. Would he really call the publishing company and ask them to change that? Oh, like knowledge not having a D. Like, okay, so wait, this is not the only difference. If there's actually word differences, would that change your mind? I have heard there are. I'm not going to say it until I actually see it. I have heard a few of the illustrations are a little bit different. So right now, it could definitely be just a printing error. But get me different versions and we will get it out there for you. Copper Dan, welcome, Copper Dan.
Well, it's interesting. He says there's aberrations that are on the edge, and aberrations start with the letter A. So,
dun, dun, dun.
But the email I use is the email that everybody uses. I mean, isn't that common? His email address is common knowledge, right?
He's published it.
It's so ForrestFenn@gmail.com. So, yeah.
Well, did you put secret important clue for us?
No.
Oh,
No.
like
And I will note that I sent him a very short email. Hey, Forrest, with one sentence. Keep it short, people. Maybe he'll respond. Maybe he won't. But I was
no,
like,
no, no,
can you
Mike.
comment?
He's
What?
stepping away.
Well, I'm
No,
just
don't
saying.
email
Yeah.
Forrest Fenn. My
Okay.
God,
All
he's
right.
never going to answer you again.
But
Never.
it's not in the current. Well, that's a good question. Is it in the current edition? Was that red A only in one, not edition, printing? If it was only in one printing and then they corrected it, that tells me maybe it was a publishing error that they corrected after one printing. But if
So,
it's
what
in multiple
edition?
printings,
BK has asked, what
yeah,
edition was the
yeah.
red A?
Let me look that up. I do have that info.
What about differences in page numbers? Boots on the Ground Clothing has said.
That would be interesting.
Holly says a D dress location praying for D's. Is he saying where?
The red A is in the 10th edition. The 11th edition does not have the red A. Any edition prior to 10, I do not know. 1 through 9, everybody's going to have to check their books. It is not in the
Check your
4th
books.
edition because that's what I
Check
have.
your
It's
books.
not
What
a red
page?
A. Page
What page?
75.
Page 75. Anon
the
says
letter A.
ninth printing, not red.
So if it was just in one printing, then maybe it was a mistake, right? Because then they corrected it. So I could kind of see that. I don't know.
I am hearing that there's more differences. Now,
Does that happen
again,
a
this
lot
is
to
all
books? I
just
don't know.
this is all just rumor. Well, one letter, that's what's kind of weird. But
Yeah.
even outside of that, mine is the 10th and it is brown.
Right. Homa Brown.
Okay.
There you go. So he's pointing out the letter A. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just a mistake, but it is interesting.
But
it's right in the middle of the page.
There is enough rumors and things out there. Let's just put all 10 and we will put a camera to the different 10 versions. So contact Mike and
that would be interesting.
tell him.
If we could get all 10 editions, yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be fun, especially if we're going to share it with everybody. I have the 10th edition and it's black. Somebody's kidding about something every time I look around. Uh-oh. Eric is singing to you every time I look around. Cowlazars, I don't know what that means. So
it's the song, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, address. Okay, Holly, I get what you're saying. She's so far ahead of me. I'm just trying to keep up. Okay, so I have the 10th edition and it's not red. What about the differences in words per paragraph? All things have to be looked at. That is what I have heard is actually the case. There are some differences between the different editions with some of the wording. That would become very interesting because it wouldn't be just a color.
The wording, yeah.
It would be, wording differences. So if I am able to get my hands on enough versions, if I can get my hands on 5 versions, we will do a 5 version comparison. And that would be a fun night. And that'll at least be in April because we're only a few weeks away until we actually have a full Forrest Fenn panel. Forrest Fenn said, what? 4th
Oh, that's
edition.
right. We're going to go back in April. Is that what you just said?
I am hoping to go back in April. Okay. There has been, I won't talk too much to it, but it has been a very eventful week in the Chase community. And let's focus on the positive, y'all. So it's been a hard week. And I think a hard week for some of us means stop. Just focus on the chest and focus on the positive. And I'm trying to get through it, but it's been a tough week. Mike knows a little bit. A few of you know a little bit, and I'm sorry for all that's happening. But I think that just calmer heads need to prevail. He's just focus on your life and your chase. Don't focus on others. So, Alan K, I didn't know if you wanted to share this or not. So, Alan K.
Great bet. What?
Alan K went and found on eBay like the 1946 Grapette that the bottle. It is sealed, and he has said that he will come on our show and drink it. He'll die.
It's an original Grapette from back then? Oh,
and
man.
He found it and he's got it and he's saying it should. I know you messaged me about it. I didn't know if you wanted to bring it up here. So now that you said it, I can say it to everybody.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So it's like a 46 version. And so I'm so excited. I want to see pictures of it and maybe of you pretend drinking it or something. Don't drink it, you'll die. Don't die.
Yeah, that's got to taste pretty sour.
No, but I think on the back, on the label, there is a hint. Forrest Fenn. That's why he said Grapette. There is a hint there. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Off-topic conversations are just fine. So good. A digital treasure map. I'm glad everybody did, but not everybody has. There's been just lots of bubble ups and things. So let's get focused back on. And I think we're getting ready. Right now is the lull. I think the biggest lull of the season, which is March, because April is where it starts warming up, and it's going to be so cool. It looks more like green Ed.
The A in Grape Ed isn't red, is it? Because that would be a clue then.
Oh no, I don't know. It just okay. Okay, so let's see. I did see that there's been some discussion that there is going to be a meetup of only the lead searchers, and I will just tell you, sure. Okay, if you're invited, that's fabulous, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So that's been a fun thing on the blogs. I will say that the lead searcher thread, at least on Thor, has been the leading discussion for so long. There's been some additional talk about the 200 footer. There has been some postings about where they were searching and some additional information, which I thought was interesting. I think more people are having fun with it than actually thinking it is something. So I did see that there is a winner of the Fenbury t-shirt. I don't know who they said was the original design. Like, I don't know if anybody's claimed they were the designer of it. So I don't know. So yeah, Copper Dan, I think the one. Covert thinks he's the one, but we all think we're the one. That's just the fun part about all of it. So the real lead searcher isn't going to show up to the lead searcher summit. I love it. Wait a minute now. James Casey says my 10th printing is red. So some people's 10th
yeah,
printing.
The 10th. That's the one. That is the edition. Is 10th. That is
no,
red.
But some people said if you have the 10th edition and it's not red, can you speak up again? I thought we had some that said that. So maybe not. I don't know. Okay. I just think it would be interesting to go page by page. I have heard there's other differences. Wouldn't it be cool to know every difference between the 11 versions? Or that there are none except for a little bit of color here or color there that's a little different. That would be interesting in itself. And I'm willing to buy all of them. So if I'm willing to buy them, hopefully it won't cause any issues or I hope no one thinks that there's some super secret hint. There's just, here it is for everybody. So we did the Forrest Fenn one. What else, Mike? Do we have anything else tonight?
I think that's it. We got about 7 minutes left. Let's just take questions from the chat, I think.
Oh.
So do we know really? Do we know when the clues would be released for the next coin hunt? We really don't have a time frame. Maybe next month, next 3 weeks, something like that. Rocky Mountain coin hunt.
Yeah, I think that it will be out probably in the next 2 weeks. I will say it won't be for a week from now. It needs to get in its place. Things are logistically happening. I will say it's about a week from now. So yeah, if you have any questions about coin hunt, boots on the ground hunt, anything on eBay, anything Forrest Fenn related, we will take that as well. Really anything related to any question. Yes, Mike.
Okay, Larry says his 10th edition is not red, the letter A. So if that's true, some are red and some aren't. That's really not good for the publisher. I mean, so they made a mistake. Though to me, that makes the book more rare. If you've got one with a red A, how many of those are out there?
Yeah, it's kind of like a coin that has the misstamp to it.
Yeah, right, like an error. Yeah, it's strange. Very strange. I don't know. Strange.
Oh, did you see Boots on the Ground clothing question? Who between you two are going boots on the ground?
Hey, I went boots on the ground enough for 6 months, so that's going to be all you. I'm done going boots on the ground for a while. I may go boots on the ground to the strip, but that's about it.
See, that's not boots on the ground.
Oh, yeah, Copper Dan. Let's talk about the Philadelphia proxy item. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Dan. So nobody has turned it in. The proxy item has disappeared. Somebody picked it up, but nobody has turned it in that we know of, and we would know. So possibly a random person found it and didn't realize what it was, and who knows? Maybe they threw it away. Maybe they still have it, but we'll let toward the end of the summer, if nobody still doesn't turn that in, of course we'll re-hide another one for that coin. All the coins are going to be given away through a treasure hunt.
Well, and someone asked me, how do you know? for the exact location that was in, obviously I'm not in Philadelphia. I know enough searchers around the nation, I think. I asked one searcher who had actually already been out for it. I said, can you tell me and this is the nice part about it being a proxy item, because there's no reason to steal it. And he went out actually with his family for 4 hours. We went to the exact area that it was supposed to be in, and he took video, he took pictures, he was out there. We went back and forth for 3-4 hours, and it just isn't there. Knowing that area, he actually took some video of that area for a little bit. That area crawls with people. I didn't realize how much that area crawls with people. So I think somebody just ran. I mean, he found a dime in one little hidey hole next to it. He found a quarter over from it. He found some trash stuff, all of that. So I think it was just people were scouring the area and they found some cute little coin or a cute little token, because that's what it was. Proxy item. So some people have said, can you make sure to put one back there? We have had one in Philadelphia. This was the second one in the Philadelphia area, but I will try. But we already have some others underway, so I won't guarantee that that's going to happen, because I think the next one's going to be in the Rockies. I think we have a couple coming up in some other areas. Cowlazars, do proxy items have contact info? Maybe add for new ones. Yeah, Holly, I think that is definitely something to consider. Yeah. I like the idea, though, of it doesn't mean anything to somebody that doesn't. Like, I like that it was a K and then there was a little cow. They would know if it was right. Otherwise, people would be like, eh. But I was able to check on it if it wasn't. So maybe something that we're not right next to, we could put some, because Mike, when you did your proxy item in Vegas, did you put contact information?
Yes, I did. So for people who don't know, when I found the boots on the ground item, I hid something there. I hid the plastic cow that used to be on the bookshelf. The cow was inside of a box with a letter, or actually a note, not really a letter, a note. But it said, hey, if you find this, email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. You will get a coin, blah, blah, blah. And then the very next day it was found. So I didn't even have a chance to make a video announcing it, saying, hey, everybody. That's kind of why in the boots on the ground video I didn't really show exactly where it was, because I was hoping people would go find it on their own. Well, the very next morning, somebody did find it. So, and she lives here in Vegas, and I owe her one of the coins because she found it. She has the cow. She has the note. So, and it's somebody that was at the World Series of Fenn, the poker tournament. So that's kind of cool. But nice. They were there right after. So, yeah.
Yeah. So some people have asked if there's going to be another World Series of Fenn. That is our intention at this point. Mm-hmm. It might look a little different. We're actually trying to plan something a little bit bigger that could bring in a little bit more of the masses, but we are working on that right now. So it's a little bit too soon to talk about. That's next spring. We have the entire search season this summer to be working on. So any other questions from the chat room before we skedaddle? It's been almost an hour, and yeah, we got Mike got some Forrest Fenn words, which is awesome. So any other things that we might be able to answer for you before we
let me check the puzzle video. Let's see how many likes or dislikes it has, because I know people want a hint for puzzle number 1. So which is vlog 141 for anybody keeping track.
There's gonna be like 42.
28 thumbs up, 8 thumbs down. So the 8 thumbs down count as 16. So 38, 44. So we're almost halfway there. So if we get 100 between likes and dislikes, I'll put out the hint. So nice. Yeah. And the puzzles, they may seem hard, but they're really not. Oh, the other thing I said I would do is on the Grand Adventure from last year, I said I would put out the solutions on those. So maybe I'll go live this weekend or something and just give out the solutions for the other Grand Adventure that happened last year. But I will put those out. Somebody asked to do that. Said, hey, you never put the answers out to the other puzzles. And maybe something in those will help you with these. You never know. So look for that maybe this weekend sometime.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I think are we going live on Thursday? Have we decided?
Yeah, maybe. We might. I know okay. Josh on Boots on the Ground wants to come on, so maybe we'll just have one talking about his treasure hunt. Okay. We'll see. We'll do it sometime this week. Yeah.
And I am traveling. If I can get a good enough connection next week for Monday, we always try to do Mondays. Thursdays are kind of the ones up in the air, but if we can get a Monday to happen, we're going to make Monday happen, but may or may not, but we'll see. How much time a week do you spend working on the Thrill the Chase book? Davio asks you, and then I'll answer. Or poem.
I haven't, because I've been working on Grand Adventure puzzles. That's what I've been working on for about the last month. So I have not worked on the Thrill of the Chase book in quite a while, actually. As far as
It-
trying to find a location where warm waters halt and all that, yeah, I haven't for quite a while.
It's really funny you ask this because I spent about 2 hours with a reporter at the beginning of this week, and I was asked that exact question. And I will say for the first 3 years, I spent at least 20 hours, I think a week, just consistently either looking at the poem. I looked at the poem for months at a time. The book, gosh, the book's it's a monster. So there was chapters, there was times I would go back, all of that. If you ever, for those of you, and I haven't seen her in the room, but if you go to RF Hecky's channel, if you see her book, you can see all of that. It's the same way. I just had notes and things on it. So I would say consistently for about 3 to 4 years, it was probably about 20 hours a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It would depend. There's a lot of times that I would just be vegging out at the beach, or especially I take my kids to trampoline parks and those sorts of things. And when they're out doing, I would just sit and be there. It was funny because Bill came and met me at the trampoline park, and there I was with my book when I had to get him something. I don't. Oh no, he was giving me the book back. So I would spend on average about 20 hours a week. I would say the last year. There's been so much social stuff that it's been less. So I would say between 5 and 10 hours. And I will say, since I took a break about a month ago, and everybody laughs at the break, I will say the break on actually building a solve. Some people have been a little frustrated because I bounce a lot of ideas back and forth with them on, could this be a solve? Could that be a solve? Is this right? I haven't been doing that. So it's been about 2 months that I have not done almost any analysis between the poem other than what I read on the blogs. I've even kind of disconnected from the blog. So I would say in the last 2 months, and probably for the next month, and I know some people are frustrated, I'm just not connected at that level right now. I think everybody needs to have a restart sometimes. And I talked to a couple searchers that said right at the end of the when it gets to September, October, they know that's when everybody gets antsy and fussy. And so they actually check out for those 2 or 3 months just so they can come back and not be in the negative and all that. So that might be the way to do it. I don't know. But for me, so that's the long winded answer. I will say 20 hours a week at the time for the first, when I was really, really into it. And it was so cool because it was almost like a history project, especially when I went into the Nez Perce solve. If you put that over, it was probably 2 hours a night, but on the weekends I would spend 3 or 4 or 5 hours, and then a night or two that I wouldn't get into it, but I would scour it some way. So that's me. So it kind of, yeah. So I kind of, I don't have the mind though. If you guys know Sean from Flipside, he's able to recall, oh, that's page this or page that. I'm not able to do that. My past search partner, it's pretty cool though. My first search partner has a photographic memory, a true one, like Mensa crazy. So if I'm not able to find a word, or I'm not able to find a scrapbook word or something, he's out of the chase, but I can call him and say, okay, where is it about X? And he'll say scrapbook 162, or he'll say go to TTC, or once upon a while, go to page 64. It's fourth line down. He is really able to recall that. I just don't have that mind. So it's great to have that resource, but I don't have that. I don't have that recall memory but he literally has he's one of those like Goodwill Hunting. He just turns pages and he's able to memorize everything. So what a great resource, especially since he's read all the books. So there's my long-winded, and Mike gave the short answer. Did you give an answer, Mike? What was your answer?
Yeah, I've been working on the Grand Adventure puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have not
your
been
link
looking
did
through
not work. They're saying your link did not work.
To link to the.
I don't know. It just said that link did not work.
It works for me if I click on it.
Well, does it matter if it works for you or everyone?
Link to what? Well, just go look up vlog 141. That's the one that you want to like if you're trying to help the people out doing these puzzles. So we're at 25 and 15. So that's 55. It's at 55. We're getting there. We're getting there.
That is too funny for words. Yeah. So, and you're just giving a clue away to the first puzzle,
The first
right?
puzzle. There will be a hint to how you solve the first puzzle, which should help everybody. And anybody that wants to fill out the crossword puzzle's at the website. So just go here, click on treasure hunts, click on grand adventure, and you'll see the crossword puzzle. So
Well,
five
and
five winners could take a while.
Wiz, I will say, the person that I call for just recall memory, he doesn't see himself as a genius, even though I think he is IQ wise. He just has that recall memory. So, and gosh, if you were able to, it's basically he is Terry Scant, and I'm able to call him and just say, what is this, or where do you recall this? And it's amazing because he's also able to recall all the videos because he's listened to all the videos, so he's able to recall it exactly, which is really really cool. So if you ever can get that resource, it's fabulous. But he's also not searching because he said, and I haven't found it. He was in the search or in the hunt for maybe 3 years. So I think some people come in. I think there's been a lot of brand new people in, which has been pretty cool. And they're asking, I think some people, and especially in Thor, I ask you to be really kind to them. And just some people are just asking why this or why that, and especially on Facebook too. I don't know, Mike, if you've seen that. This is the time of year that new people are coming in to the hunt, but they're asking
Maybe, yeah.
some of the quote unquote basic questions, but there aren't really any basic questions. So, or where do you see this, or where do, or, is it really over 5,000 square feet? Where did you see that? So I think those are legitimate questions if you're new, because that means people are trying to specifically look at what did Forrest say, which I think is great. So anyway, that's all I have to say on that. Any other questions you have from the room
Before we sign off.
before we say goodbye?
Thanks for
Farewell.
tuning in, everybody, to Forrest Fenn Said What? Forrest Fenn said, I
Said,
don't know. That's what Forrest Fenn said.
But I think it's pretty cool that you got a response, Mike. That
Yeah, so he, he's still around, put it that way. It's just maybe he's being more selective on who he emails. I don't know. But that's between him and whoever else. So, but I really think it's just because it was a short little sentence that said, "Hey, Forrest, you got to comment on this little thing," and his comment was, "No, can't answer your question because I don't know." So, and it's really interesting if we can prove, if somebody, well, I guess how do you prove it? If we could prove that the 10th printing, some have a red A and some don't, then that leans toward a printing error. But I really want a copy with the red A now. I mean, that's like, it's like an error, So that's kind of interesting. So if you have one with the red A, let me know.
If I'm still focused on trying to get the 10 or 11 or at least 5 of the versions to see what else, because this one you can at least say maybe there's a little bit of an anomaly due to coloring, but is there anything else? Do you think Forrest Fenn gave us a gift in the 10th printing? Maybe.
And when did the 10th printing come out? When was it released? I would like to know, when did that come out? What year? What spring, fall? When did that come out? So maybe I would probably take a call to the Collected Works bookstore, maybe. But
the Collected Works is the one that told me 9. Sometimes you get some people, and I have been there. I do have to say I was kind of kicking back watching, and this person was talking with a searcher, and they were so irritated with, and they hung up, and they're like, these people all want to talk about the Forrest Fenn hunt, and we're a bookstore. And I thought, wow, that would be so cool to talk about all the different people that want to call and talk about the Forrest Fenn hunt. So I think sometimes they come up with because somebody told me it's 9. There's been 9 printings. Well, I know that that's now not true. So anyway.
Right. So what
Perhaps
else have
the
they
printer
messed
can
up
answer that?
on? Yeah.
I
See,
know.
that's because now if you see something, you're like, that's intentional. Well, maybe it's not. Now we got to, now we kind of got to find out. Maybe the publisher made an error, and it's not an aberration that Forrest Fenn put in the book. So
yeah, but I think step 1 is to find out all the different collections of errors. If there's a couple of things have a little bit of a color difference, that's very different than their actually their illustration differences, wording differences, etc. So I think that would be really cool. How about everybody that goes to Fenbury, bring their book, and you all do some comparisons when you go there or something. I don't know.
Kind of be cool.
Yeah. So I know there's a couple. Mike has one. Well, we have ones that we're selling, and then you have one, and I have one. There's 3 versions, I'm sure, right there. So, but I want a few more, especially some early on ones, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there. And some people have said, but mine are kind of tattered, and it's kind of falling apart. That's okay, because I'm not looking for color differences. I'm looking for letter differences, that sort of thing. So.
Right.
Yeah, premium on the secondary market with these unique errors. Exactly. So, Yeah, those are rocks. I agree. So perhaps the printer, maybe, but maybe the printer has been told how to answer. I don't know.
It's a conspiracy.
I
I
don't
see.
know.
Some people
Well,
probably think it is.
you know, Forrest Fenn is a little that guy.
Little what?
Maybe he's a little outside of the box. Maybe it's like the one says. Maybe these are just rabbit holes. Is he sending us down a rabbit hole, or is he sending a message? I don't know which it is, but
All right, we're at 47 likes on vlog 141.
oh my goodness gracious.
So good luck on the
Okay.
puzzles, everybody.
Yeah. So, and Mike, if you don't get to 100, are you never giving out a clue, or are you going to give out some clues eventually?
We'll see. I mean, if nobody's getting it, if people just keep submitting the wrong answer, then I know that people are going a different way than what I had in mind. So yeah, I would probably have to address a couple things eventually, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this video. So
Okay, and True Believer asked, there was some new developments. I'll just say that they're on the 200-foot searcher, what forum? True Believer, hintofriches.com. That is the Thor forum that I'm a part of, or I own. That there is on the front page there of the Forrest Fenn Hunt forum, there is 200-foot searcher, and there's about 300, maybe 300 responses. I would say it's on the last couple of pages. Somebody found who they thought the 200-foot searcher was, where he searched back in 2013, where he posted exact pictures of it, where that was, etc. I don't know if that's the case or not. It was pretty interesting stuff that it was back on a Facebook from, over 5 years ago. I thought that was, I just thought it was interesting. So people were discussing it. So that was the first time, rather than just conjecture of, I think it's this person, there was some actual evidence. So I give some credit to that person for putting it out there as well. We've seen his first edition in videos and pictures. Very beautiful. Yes. His books and everything is, he has some great stuff. Okay. So anything else for tonight?
I think I'm good.
Some people are like, I heard it right.
Right.
I gave Mike. Okay,
Right.
nice. Sorry, Mike. Unintended consequence of.
Nah.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. But he posts on Harry's. The 200-foot. Okay, Goodell says the
Nah.
200-foot searcher is over on Harry's. There's some really smart searchers over on Harry's. So make sure to go check that out as well. There's some really good posts and
That's
things.
funny.
So, okay. So,
All right, everybody. We will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
bye.